Luo Feng's entry into immortality did not shake only his own destiny. It shook the entire territory of the Qianbao River. Under the descent of the law of the origin of gold, the sky was taken by an infinite golden light, and even the most powerful were astonished by what they were witnessing. But what truly shocked the Lord of Chaos City was realizing that it was far beyond the standard of any special being he had ever seen. Throughout the territory of the Qianbao River, the universe venerables and the immortal attendants watched the manifestation of the infinite law like a golden ocean falling from the heavens, while divine power filled Luo Feng's body. The movement was simply colossal. The Lord of Chaos City himself, with his vast experience, admitted that not even one of the 108 princes of the Lord of the Nine Nethers would have caused such a phenomenon upon entering immortality. He had already witnessed countless special beings breaking through that level. Some possessed bodies of tens of millions of kilometers, yet none had provoked something so grand. The greater the movement at the entry into immortality, the greater the future strength usually was, and before that scene, even he began to suspect that Luo Feng hid a much greater secret than he had ever revealed. Meanwhile, in the palace hall, Luo Feng's divine body had already been completely transformed. The power that emanated from him made the king of the celestial formation and the king of the rainbow tremble. The pressure was superior to that of many ordinary cosmic monks. In the internal world, the transformation was even more impressive. Infinite divine power descended like an inverted celestial river, violently pouring into the infinite sea of blood. The golden-horned beast roared in the sky, excited. The human earth divinity, the golden-horned beast clone, and the demon slayer clan clone had all been completely converted into divine bodies. Each fragment of divine power now carried the mark of Luo Feng's soul. But the most impressive was the sea of blood. That colossal ocean, with tens of billions of kilometers in diameter, began to transform. The monstrous blood gradually assumed the appearance of a common ocean, yet its essence was pure divine power, equivalent to 1 billion times the power of a realm master. The energy accumulated there was so absurd that Luo Feng realized his isolated infinite sea might be comparable to a supreme treasure of the universe. With such power, how many universe venerables could truly threaten him? He finally understood the pride of the Lord of the Nine Nethers. Within an ocean like that, even the strongest in the universe would think twice before confronting him. After the complete transformation, Luo Feng still tested his capacity. He created a clone of the isolated sea, more than 9,000 kilometers tall, and within a few minutes the body was fully restored by the gigantic ocean. Then, he dissolved it again, realizing that the sea could continue growing slowly after entering immortality, as long as it accumulated divine power over time. Satisfied, Luo Feng stood up. He left the palace and walked to the main hall of the Lord of Chaos City. Just his presence already made 2 cosmic masters and the immortal attendants tremble before the divine pressure. Upon entering the hall, he respectfully greeted his master. The Lord of Chaos City examined him for a long time, clearly satisfied. "You entered immortality?" "Yes," Luo Feng replied. The master did not hide his satisfaction. Luo Feng had not only met his expectations, he had surpassed them. Then came the direct question, "Can you defeat the Insect King?" Luo Feng answered with absolute certainty. Yes, his life level, his will, his treasures, his technique, and above all the isolated infinite sea as an inexhaustible source of divine power, made him practically fearless. Even if he were destroyed, he could be reborn having the ocean as his root. Before such confidence, the Lord of Chaos City simply nodded. Now the next step would be to choose the place to establish his divine kingdom, something crucial for an immortal. Luo Feng agreed, but decided that it could wait. He left the original secret realm through the teleportation of the God-servant's realm and gave a new order. Star Tower. His objective was now clear. With the absurd power of his isolated infinite sea, superior to most cosmic gods, Luo Feng wanted to test something bold. He wanted to try to activate the most powerful treasure in the universe. After an ascension that shook the Qianbao River and surpassed even legendary special beings, Luo Feng not only became immortal, he achieved a power capable of rivaling the supreme treasures of the universe. His confidence was absolute, his foundation unshakable, and his potential even greater than the Lord of Chaos City himself had imagined. But instead of resting on his new strength, he chose to advance directly toward an even greater challenge.